Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. Also hit the bell to be notified of our upcoming videos. This is a review of the Orient Star Classic Heritage Gothic, reference REAW006S. That is a mouthful of a name. I also find it quite humorous that this watch name is, in a sense, kind of triple redundant as the Classic Heritage Gothic. What persuaded them to give this watch three very similar titles is, I don't know, it's kind of humorous. It's one of those things that we always ask ourselves, because there's always these watches with names and we're like, who came up with that name? But this is a very nice watch. It's very attractive, and it's a lot of what you want in a good Orient watch. Orient Star is the higher end sort of sub-brand of Orient, and Orient is a company which is owned by the same parent company as Seiko. So Seiko Epson owns both Seiko watches and Orient, but the companies are run independently, and they are both two important Japanese brands. Orient is always going to be a little bit more on the value for the money side. Not as much design originality, but definitely good quality and, again, value for the money. So this watch is 38.7 millimeters wide. It has sort of this IWC Portugueser style dial and this sporty bracelet. And it's interesting contrast to have this actually very classic looking case with these little rounded edges, and then you have this modern, sort of Tag Heuer Carrera style bracelet that's a little bit more sporty. And together they work well, but it's definitely a merger of two different worlds of design. This classic heritage Gothic dial comes in a few styles. I think I like the silver dial with the blue color applied hour markers and hands the most, because it's just the most legible and definitely the most classic, which is in the name. The other ones might be more heritage or Gothic, depending on the color. The movement is in-house made, and it is the caliber FG642, and you can see the movement through the rear of the watch. It's a nice automatic movement and if you are familiar with Orient watches, it's worth me saying that it is hand winding, automatic winding, and hacking. It has a power reserve of 50 hours, and there's a power reserve indicator there. There's a date indicator window right there near the 3 o'clock hour marker, and a subsidiary seconds dial. As I said, this is 38.7 millimeters wide, which is a modest size for sure. Definitely doesn't look too small on my wrists, but I have smaller wrists, so if you have larger wrists, this might be too small. If you're looking for a suit watch or prefer a more modest sized daily wear, this is going to be great for you. Pluses are definitely the fit and finish. This is really everything sort of an Orient Star should be. It feels good, it's legible, it's very universal in style. Downsides, it's not very distinctive. Not a lot of Orient watches are, in the sense that you see it and you're like, oh, I know that's an Orient, but they're trying to essentially often look like something else. So you know what you're getting in an Orient, and you're definitely getting good value and a good wearing experience. It's actually hard because people will buy something else after an Orient, and the watch might not even be as good, even though it's more money and potentially a little bit more distinctive looking. So it's a great brand to start out in. Again, this is the Orient Star Classic Heritage Gothic, and the retail price is $800, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.